Hello everyone, Yasir Khan here, and I'm coming to you with another video. It is a bright sunny day in Mississauga, which is kind of surprising because it's really cold. And I think at this rate we will be getting some snow in 4 to 6 weeks. Anyway, this video is about the 3 rules of wealth creation, and anyone who is really interested in building wealth, as opposed to earning a lot of money, should know these 3 rules. And technically, they're not even rules, they're just guidelines which will help you sidestep a lot of pitfalls you will face in your journey to wealth. So the first rule is that whenever you trade your time for money, you will be taxed a lot. In fact, you will be taxed at the maximum rate possible. This is why most, if not all, of the people who are working a 9 to 5 job, they never seem to have enough money, because especially in the Western countries, US and Canada, let's assume that you earn $10,000 a month, and that seems to be a lot of money, and it really is. But after taxes, it is more like $6,200 or $6,300 a month. And that there's a huge difference between $10,000 and $6,300 or $6,400, because most of it, well, not most of it, but a good chunk of it goes into taxes. So once again, if you are trading your time for money, especially at a high paying job, then you are paying a lot in taxes. Okay, that's rule number one. And there's almost no exception to that case. Now, there are ways that you can save on taxes, but I'm not going to go into that because they don't give you long-term benefits anyway. Okay. Rule number 2 is when your money makes money, you pay less in taxes. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. When your money makes money, you pay less tax. As an example, let's talk about dividends. You save money and then you invest in dividend stocks, and then you get dividends out of it, right? Now, if you look at the tax code, or even if you ask a tax lawyer, or even if you just search online, you will see that the tax that they charge on dividends or something similar will be a lot less than what you pay on your income. And one of the reasons is that you are earning money on your money, right? When you're doing a job, you are just earning money. Okay, when you're getting dividend payments, you are earning money on your money, and that's why you get taxed actually a lot less. So that's rule number 2. Rule number 3 is when you use other people's money to make money, you get to pay the least in taxes. I'm going to say it again. Rule number 3 is when you get other people to lend you money and use their money to make money, you get charged the least in taxes. Now, this is a generalization, of course. It might not apply to every single case, but a prime example of this is real estate, investment properties, when you buy them in US and Canada. The way I see it, you can either pay off the entire amount on the property when you buy it, or you can just pay 20 to 25% and get the bank to loan you the rest of the money. And this is how you're using other people's money to make money. Now, a good reason of why you don't get taxed a lot in this example, in rule number 3, is because you can deduct a lot, most if not all, the costs of the interest charged on you borrowing money from another person or institution. But I do understand that for most of you this will be a very complicated thing to understand. It was for me for the longest time, but for the time being, just remember that if you are using other people's money to make money, you are financially sophisticated, you have financial IQ and intelligence, and you will pay a lot less in taxes. In fact, if you do everything the right way, you will pay 0 in taxes. I know many people in real estate, they have investments, and when they deduct all the expenses, they pay 0 in taxes. On paper, of course. I mean, they have some income, and the government allows you to do that. Please understand that you're not doing anything illegal by doing it. The government understands that you want to do it, and they are incentivizing, they're giving you a reason to invest in real estate so that you can get these benefits. Okay, so there's nothing illegal about it. So how do you get rich in a shorter time frame. I was about to say get rich quick, and that's the farthest thing from what I teach. Okay, so there's no such thing as get rich quick, but getting rich in the short term is something entirely possible. You make sure that you limit your the income where you exchange time for money, and then you maximize the income where you're using other people's money to make money. And the ideas are countless. I mean, as a personal example, for me, I don't trade time for money, so I have online businesses, okay, where I am not trading time for money. Then I have dividend stocks where I'm using my money to make more money, and then I have real estate where I'm using, for the most part, other people's money, the bank's money, to make money. Okay, um, and I do understand that every single one of these methods is a course on its own, so I can't explain it in one video, but please, please, please remember these 3 rules. They are going to make you a lot of money if you work hard using them, and they're going to save you a lot of hassle. Okay, and if you haven't already, it doesn't really matter what country you're in. Please check the tax code, or go to a tax accountant or a tax lawyer, whatever, and or even search online and figure out what kind of taxes you would pay for different kinds of incomes. This is very, very important, because if you don't understand this, if you don't internalize this, then you will end up paying a lot in taxes. Okay, the tax code is pretty similar across all the countries around the world, because the governments have an incentive of, have a reason of giving people an incentive to invest in real estate, to invest in dividend stocks, to make investments which help other people, which help their companies, which help their societies. So when you look at two different countries, sorry, and you check out their tax codes, there will be many similarities. Okay, for some countries like US and Canada, as far as I'm aware, there are a lot of similarities. Okay, which kind of makes your job easy. Okay, so thank you once again for watching this video. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will make another video tomorrow. Thank you.